Wow. 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 Yeah, that's literally what I said when I first opened this up and turned the thing on. I don't think a headlamp has ever impressed me like right off the bat like that, but hey, first time for everything. So yeah, folks, that's what we're doing today, I guess. We are going to review the Odelfi Striplamp Pro headlamp. That's right, folks. I've never had one like this. So if you want to find out all the things I like about it, as well as some of the things I don't like about it, keep watching. Now, I know this is mostly a car channel, but the fact is that most of you that like cars probably also work on cars, and so that's why I thought maybe a headlamp video is worthwhile on the channel. And honestly, I get emails all the time from companies wanting me to like make a review video of their products, and half the time it looks like junk or it's just not something that I need. But a headlamp, I can definitely use that. In fact, I think I might have a little bit of a thing for headlamps. I remember my first one I got back in like 2001. It was one of the early LED things out there. Do I look like a miner to you? Of course, the batteries are dead, and I have to find these crazy expensive, like weird batteries that are hard to find. And then actually just this year I picked up another one, which was a nice upgrade. We like these little headlamps for flying little airplanes at night because 1970s Cessnas have terrible lighting, even though I don't really do that too much these days. But yeah, now this headlamp we're talking about today, not so good for using in the cockpit. You want dim light in there or maybe red light. This light is good for lighting things up, like when you're working under the car or in a dark space or something. So let's check out this headlamp and see what's different about it. So this is the Odelfi Striplamp Pro strip lamp because it has a strip of LEDs. But that's not just any LED, folks. I don't know if you've been keeping up with LED technology, but classically LED strips have little lights like maybe an inch apart or so. And usually you'd get this sort of dotted light pattern from each of those individual lights unless you put a diffuser on them. And if you put a diffuser on things, suddenly they're not so flexible, maybe a little more weight on there. But a cob strip light is flexible. It is got these tiny little LEDs that make sort of a more continuous lighting. There's not these little dots of light, so it's really nice. So if you want like the nicest LEDs, you get a cob strip light. That's what I did in my bar. Wow. So that in itself I thought was pretty cool, and it's super lightweight and flexible, and of course forms right around your head. God, don't I look cool wearing this thing, I just tell you. It just turns on with a little switch right there. And you get this bright setting, 350 lumens. You get 150 lumens, or you can go over to the XPE light, like they say, which is more of a traditional LED. Only 150 lumens there, or drop it down again to 60 lumens. Now, if you turn on the bright strip light, that's gonna give you about 5 hours of light. Go to here, you're gonna get about 2.5. Here, you get about 4 hours with the little LED on bright. Put it to dim, you're gonna get 8 hours out of that little thing. It's more of like a little spotlight, you know? And then if you press and hold for 5 seconds, check this out. There you go. You're gonna get 8 hours of flashing. That's good if you're like riding a bike, I guess, or something, and you want people to know you're coming. All right, so that's just the basics, right? And that I think is great. I mean, 230 degrees of lighting view. A lot of, just single lamps are gonna put out, what, 90, 120 degree beam. This is 230 degrees, so that's gonna be making you feel like, your whole world is lit up, not just the little spot in front of you. It's pretty lightweight on the inside of the headband. It's got kind of a cushion going on there, but I have to say it is rubber, and so it doesn't take long before you start sweating under there. So that is not really great for me, but you could always wear a headband or something, right? Like you did in the 80s. And then the adjustable strap seems to work fine. I don't know how long it'll last, by the way. I've only been trying this out for a day or so. So any issues I have in the future, I'll put down in the comments section. The other really cool feature about this, especially when you're working on the car and maybe you got gloves on or maybe your hands are all greasy, is there's a second button you can hit here, and it turns on these sensors. So check this out. say you're working on your car and you're not flashing your lights when you're working on your car. There, you're working on your car like that, and you can go into the sensor mode. So when you don't need your light, you just wave your hand and it goes off. And when you're ready to turn it on, you just wave your hand again. You don't have to touch it with your greasy fingers. That's pretty cool. Definitely a feature I appreciate about this. However, I can't imagine that I'm working on something above me and I go, oh, what's that? And then I reach up and my arms turn the light off. A little annoying. Okay, I didn't say this lamp was perfect, but so far, I honestly love it. Now the battery pack is in here, of course, and if you want to charge it, there's a little flap there. It's kind of sealed a USB-C port, and it comes with a USB-C to USB-A plug. No power pack to charge it. You need to find your own, but I'm sure we've got those lying around all over the place. Now, I'm not saying this is the best LED headlamp out there. I'm sure there are other strip lamps out there that are even brighter, but for only about $32 on their website, you can get one of these and it works really good. And actually, you can save 10% if you use my coupon code. That's JETFUEL. Just use that as the promo code when checking out. You'll get 10% off. But you know, it doesn't need to be super bright, folks. I mean, unless you're using it for spelunking or something, but if you're like me watching this channel, you like to work in your car, you don't need a billion lumens, the scorching light of the sun reflecting off of the surface that you're working on right in front of your face. This 350 lumens, I think, is perfect. It doesn't blind you in any way, and you can even dim it down some more if you need to. So consider that, folks, when you're buying a headlamp. You don't have to buy the most expensive because sometimes you just don't need all that power. All right, that's it for the Odelfi Striplamp Pro. You know what? I like it. I think it works well. I'm gonna put it to use along with my many other lights I keep in the garage. In fact, I got a whole drawer down here that is full of flashlights and lights and such. And so, of course, if you want to see more random tech reviews, but mostly car stuff, be sure to like and subscribe. And of course, consider hitting that bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks so much for watching the Jeff Fuel Only channel. We'll see you next time. I feel like RoboCop. It's kind of got that RoboCop look. Yeah? Halt, I'm RoboCop. Yeah. Is that what he said? I don't remember. I was an 80s, 90s kid, but